But in order to reach agreements, you need to sit down at the negotiating table and negotiate. So we agreed with them in Istanbul, they took everything and then threw it into the basket, and now, as you correctly noted, they forbade themselves to talk about something with us. Well, how can we discuss possible agreements now, if, on the other hand, there is not even a desire to talk with us, and we will wait, maybe some necessary conditions will ripen. And our goodwill is known, it is not subject to any doubts and changes. That is, the conditions of Russia are not subject to any changes, and Kyiv, in turn, will not make concessions until pressure is put on it. Perhaps that is why articles appeared that Biden lost his temper due to Zelensky's ingratitude. Yesterday, NBC News published an article that US President Joe Biden lost his temper for the first time during a telephone conversation with Zelensky on June 15, 2022, after Zelensky began listing what other help Ukraine expects from the West, but does not receive. And after that, the discontent of the US president continued to accumulate against the backdrop of Zelensky's constant criticism of Washington for slow arms deliveries. In general, several publications about Biden's dissatisfaction with Zelensky have been published in major publications, and this is definitely not casual. Meanwhile, Biden himself was also in trouble. The fact is that Qatar threatens to deprive the Europeans of gas. Spiegel writes that hopes to replace Russian energy sources with Middle Eastern ones have collapsed, and none of the producers support the idea of introducing a ceiling on gas prices. European chambers tend to hypocritically underestimate gas prices, Qatar Energy Minister Saad Al-Kaabi said in an interview with Bloomberg. And intervention in the market would be contrary to the rules of competition and would jeopardize investments in gas production.